Good morning, Wolves. Welcome back to Wolf News. I'm Evan.
And I'm Brooke. As you all know, last Friday was the Fall Sports Assembly. We hope everyone is as excited for the fall sports as we are. Here's Jocelyn with the recap.
Thanks, Jocelyn. The PSAT is coming up on Saturday, October 19th. Make sure you sign up in the bookstore and sign up fast because the cost increases.
And speaking of increases, prices for the yearbooks are going up this month. Don't forget to purchase your yearbook now.
What's up, Wolves? I'm Malaysia Hardy and welcome back to Stuco Corner. So I just wanted to start off by saying, on behalf of myself and the whole council, thank you to everyone who participated in Spirit Week last week. Turnout was amazing. We really hope you enjoyed the activities as much as we did. Next up, we have our second annual Fall Festival that will be taking place September 20th in the practice fields. There will be a lot of carnival games, food, rides, and all that fun stuff. It was a lot of fun last year, so come out and check it out. And then finally, of course, we have our homecoming game, which will be taking place September 27th. Then following that will be our homecoming dance, of course, September 28th. You can get your guest passes in the bookstore. Make sure those are in the 26th of September, the Thursday before everything's gonna go down. Our actual tickets will be $20 in the bookstore, and then they'll be $25 at the doors. Thank you. See you next week.
Over the past few months, a few teachers have been creating a special room where you can go to relax and unwind. Check out Raiden introducing the Mindfulness Room.
High school is a stressful time for everybody involved. This room has been in the making for about 3 years to teach us healthy coping mechanisms such as guided meditation and learning how to respond instead of react. Let's go check it out.
Good morning, Chandler. I'm Miss Hunter. I am the prevention coach.
And I am Mrs. Kemp, and I am one of the psychology teachers here at Chandler High. We're really excited to bring this to you from the Mindfulness Room. Just so you know where we're located, it's room 306, just between the bookstore and the copy room.
What is mindfulness? It's being aware of your thoughts and emotions, paying attention to what's happening in the moment. This room has been made for students and staff. We wanted to have an area on campus where everyone would have a quiet environment to unplug, learn how to focus better in their day-to-day lives.
So we've had a lot of people ask about why we have this mindfulness room, and some of the big reasons are because right now the rates of depression and anxiety and suicide are at an all-time high, and we decided that instead of just sitting around and letting it happen, we wanted to try and do something about it. So that's when the birth of the Mindfulness Room came about. So we are here to help kids learn about coping skills, to help them learn about how to work through issues in a safe environment where they're protected and where they can learn these skills with other people around them that are just here to support them. So at this part of the Mindfulness Room is where we have our little positive affirmation trees. So when you come in here, you can come in and take a piece of paper, And you can think about statements about yourself that are just positive affirmations, looking at I can, I will, and I am. And then to make sure that that actually is something that you take with you, that you're giving a statement, you'll take this before you leave, and you'll take one of these little clips and you'll just pin it right here on the tree. And that way you know that some of those thoughts are being left here in a positive space. Then we're gonna take all of these things together and create a Chandler positive affirmation book that we can use to help remind us about what it means to really think about positive thoughts instead of negative ones.
The Mindfulness Room will be open before and after school, as well as during A and B lunch. Lessons will alternate every other Wednesday between students and teachers.
That room looks pretty neat. Students interested in dual enrollment, do not forget that today is the deadline to register. Please follow the steps provided to you exactly so that you can avoid any issues with registering. No exceptions will be made for this deadline, so please submit today.
We're with the Chandler High Marching Band, and we just want to let you know that we're having a fundraiser September 12th at Florentino's on Amel School in Chandler from 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. All you have to do is show up and say that you're supporting the CHS band. 20% of the profits go to our program, and the money is going to go toward props for our show, new instruments, and new music.
Hey guys, I'm Erica, your Student Body Spirit Commissioner.
I'm Mia, your junior class president.
And we're here to tell you about next week's Unified Football game. It's on Tuesday, September 10th on the Austin Field at 6 p.m. versus Hamilton.
The admission is free. We will be selling concessions, and you will also be able to get a stamp for your Code Blue card.
Also, the theme is blue out, so make sure that you pull out all your blue clothes and represent.
Unified on 3.
1, 2, 3, unified!
Today, DECA is having a flash sale. $10 all class shirts and $5 all throwback shirts. You can buy the shirts during the morning and both lunches.
Are you looking for some advice for college? Bernadette caught up with Mr. Woody, who shares his thoughts on college.
Hi everyone, I'm Mr. Woody. I teach biology here at Chandler High School. Welcome to Tips with Teachers segment. I'm the first teacher doing this, so every 3 weeks you can look forward to another teacher giving you some tips on college and other things to make you successful in life. All school and work was tough to manage. You had to really take your time with time management and make sure that you could study and still go to practice, and then also in the off season have a job to make a little bit of extra money. My college jobs ranged from security at concerts. I bartended and waited tables. I did tutoring for the guys on the football team. I watered the baseball fields. So I've kind of had just a little bit of everything as far as jobs go. I've always had a love for science. So I've always wanted to be a teacher and to try to make a difference in my students' lives, not only in the classroom, but also on the field of play and sports. Favorite college memory? Graduating from college. I made it. That's good. Good ending. I made it. I made it.
Hopefully you learned something new. Fall sports are in full swing. Here's Dalton with this week's Wolflites.
Hey guys, it's Dalton with this week's Wolflites. There was a lot of sports going on this week. Tuesday, boys golf swept Maricopa and Coronado High School in a golf match at Southern Dunes GC. The boys took 5 of the first 6 places. Clayton Tash with 1st, Samuel Cordona 2nd, Kenan Leopold 3rd, Jacob Morlinga 4th, and Luke Haas 6th. The badminton team played against Mountain View on Tuesday. Varsity with a win 6-3. Unfortunately, JV lost 9-0. Girls volleyball taken to the court for the first time in the regular season. Offensively, the Wolves were led by McKenna Carrillo and Issa Glass, who contributed 10 to 9 kills respectively. Taylor Aguano recorded 31 assists. Nicole Lunsford, 15 digs, and Kate Johnson with 4 aces. Varsity took the win against Westwood 3-0. while the JV and freshman teams also took the win 2-0. And good luck to girls varsity volleyball, who host the House of Pain today and tomorrow. Unified flag football team traveled to Perry for their first game of the season. Edgar Suarez and Michael Nagy both scored some amazing touchdowns, having a blast. Torrey Jackson also had an amazing run this game. Unfortunately, the Wolves lost 32-24. Also, a good happy birthday to Luis. As you guys know, Chandler varsity football team played at Queen Creek last Friday, defeating the Bulldogs 56-7. Here are some highlights of the dominating game. The Wolves received the ball on kickoff, third down ball on the 41-yard line. Day-Day Hunter scored a 3-yard rushing touchdown to bring the Wolves up 6-0. In the second quarter, Mikey Keene threw a passing touchdown, allowing the Wolves to take charge. During the third quarter, Zion Magali made a huge sack to stop the Bulldogs, allowing the Wolves to come out strong on offense. In the fourth quarter, Alfred Smith intercepts the ball, not allowing the Bulldogs to gain any more yards. Chandler with a strong win against Queen Creek with a score of 56-7 to regain the #1 spot. Good luck to swim and cross-country teams. That's it for this week, Wolves. Dalton with Wolflites.
A lot of great sports to attend to. If you are in need of volunteer hours, our swim team is hosting the largest swim meet in the state. They need your help. If you want to help, stop by and see Coach Crosswhite. He can give you more information. A fan favorite, real questions with real people.
Welcome back, guys. Episode 2 of Real Questions with Real People. First question, what's the capital of Chicago?
I don't know. Exactly. Wait, hold on. I don't want to sound stupid. Wait, it's like Baltimore or something? It's Chicago. Okay, can you give us another question?
All right, next question.
That one was hard. Yeah, that one was hard.
All right, what's the name of the national anthem?
Oh, Star Spangled Banner.
Yes.
Can't play me? Oh!
What's the name of the national anthem?
National anthem.
Seen it live. Is it not? Wait, what? No, what's the name of the national anthem?
National anthem.
You sure?
Yeah.
Final answer.
Yeah.
Alright.
Wait, no, that's the Pledge of Allegiance. No.
No, is this for real? Is this for real?
A plane crashes on the border of the US and Canada. Where would you bury the survivors?
Wherever their family would want them to. Well, I mean, if they had a will. I mean, I don't know.
So
Well,
you're
you know,
saying
like-
we should bury the survivors wherever the family would want to?
I guess.
Okay, that works. A plane crashes on the border of US and Canada. Where would you bury the survivors?
In Canada,
Why Canada?
because they have free healthcare.
A plane crashes on the border of US and Canada. Where would you bury the survivors?
Are they citizens of the U.S.?
So you're saying I should bury the survivors in Canada?
Yeah. Oh.
Thank you guys for watching this week's episode of Real Questions for Real People. I'll see you guys next week.
That's it for this week, Wolves. We hope you have a great weekend. I'm Brooke.
And I'm Evan. See you next week.